Question that I run into. Okay, so what happens if your wife stops doing that for you? Rewarding you in the ways that she used to reward you with.
And whatever things that I was doing that got reward would eventually go extinct.
Do you feel like that could be catastrophic to the relationship?
I think lack of appreciation is like the number one reason people get divorced.
So how would you reframe that from happening when everything evolves?
And so I'll give a third grade level one for the audience, which is if you think about, if I were to look at a 5-year-old and say, hey, get better at basketball, there's nothing they could do with that. You could then break it into, okay, you have to pass, you have to shoot, you have to dribble, get better at, passing, shooting, and dribbling. Underneath of passing, I might say, okay, I want you to take your right foot and I want you to step towards the person and I want you to extend your elbows and I want you to finish with your thumbs down and leave your hands there and have the ball go to the other person. If the person catches it in the motion that they're traveling, then you did a good pass. That is something that a 5-year-old can do. And then if I break down shooting and I break down dribbling in that way, then they're going to be able to have something that they can do. And then in aggregate, later, they'll be described as a good dribbler, a good shooter, a good passer, and then eventually a good basketball player. And so to your original question of how do I give this, I'm having trouble giving these things up. It's more so having trouble defining what exactly you think good is. What does good look like? How does this person know they did a good job? And a lot of times it's not one or two things, it's like 37 things. And so it's being very exhaustive in the details of what we think good is, so that we don't say do good job and then expect them to guess and get it right when we couldn't even define it for ourselves for them.